Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go. At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got it.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Ready? Black 22. Mike 27. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Mike's 57. 57's right.
On 3rd down, Winston. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
And the Saints 1st down. Yellow lady.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Hey, box top. Hey,
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. And that one complete to Marshawn Lynch. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. They'll run for it. Lynch. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, easy. I'm coming after you.
They'll run. This is Kamara. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 22.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Here we go. Here we go, 21. Hey, easy.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jared Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys opening quarter. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Jaguars nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing, Winston. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's got a man complete. They give him a gain of 38.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way, just reached up and pulled it in, had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
To throw, Winston. And the catch good. It's Eifert. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. They'll throw again. Winston flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
A gain of 30. First down, New Orleans.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Here we go. You killed. Hey, Haywood.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Breeze. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Recon, 152 fighter. 59. He's time to win.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Hey, echo. Check, 59, 59. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now they'll run. Murray. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14. Jaguars, nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
47 Mike. Mike, let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Sheldon Rankins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
First down.
Ready. White 25.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 57. Let's go.
The first down throw for Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Jameis to throw it. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. A minute 52 to play until halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The 10th carry for Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Winston, looking long for Westbrook. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Go, go.
Breeze going to throw. The Sanders has got it, complete. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now Breeze steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike spot 9, Mike spot 9. 53, Bravo.
Again, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
First down, Saints.
Ready? 95, 56, 11, 59.
Hey, they scared. They scared.
Mike, check, 59.
Hey, orbit.
I'm coming after
Here we go.
I'm coming after you.
I'm coming back.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, wide open, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Clock.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Check, 59. Army.
Kill. Check.
Hey, high 7.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, he does have one touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season, as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On fourth down, they do snap it to Winston. And Winston lost the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. 5-1.
Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, Alpha.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. 51 to Mike. Tonight.
Breeze now on first down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Motion.
Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Sammy. Watch QB, easy.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Winston. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down. He has still not connected on a single pass in the second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Winston now. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Looking long for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too...
And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here we go, here we go.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. And that's complete to Sanders. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey, Delta.
D, get the ball right here. Let's go. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. My mate.
Therapy after this.
Check 52's the Mike. Check 52's the Mike. Hey, easy. You got it, son.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mike 52.
Hey, Charlie. I'm trying to collect. New Mike 52, Mike 52.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Hey, easy. Easy. Ready, set.
Breeze now to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Here we go, here we go. Wait a second.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Back. Hey. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Winston. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. The Jaguars on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And this is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Know your job.
Kill.
2 times. 4 down.
Under crush. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract